Good morning everyone, and today we're checking out a brand new video from KonEX, and we're finally gonna see what would happen if Kabuterimon Digivolved with every one of the Digicrests. And I actually have been excited for this one because Kabuterimon and the entire Tentamon line has honestly always been one of my favorites. I don't know why.
Fitting for the time of the year, some things go away and some things return, and well, today both is happening. We've explored all of the other original 7 Digimon
This is actually it, the final one!
Adventure partners, what it might look like if they evolved with every crest in that season. And finally, as Khan's Holiday Hootenanny swings for the fences, it's the turn of Kabuterimon. What would it look like if Kabuterimon Digivolved with every original Digimon Adventure crest?
It's time for the big bug himself.
Happy holidays! What is up, digital companions? My name is KonEX, and welcome back to Khan's Holiday Hootenanny. Literally can't film in front of the Christmas tree today because there are too many presents under
Oh dear.
And yesterday is the turn of Kabuterimon. As a reminder, when I'm talking about this video, we're talking pure hypothetical. Of course, we don't actually know what the crests would do if you could use all the other crests, not just the one crest assigned to each kid. Although I guess in 0-2 they kind of had multiple crests assigned. What we're doing here is just looking at the traits we can see from the crests, and indeed the armored Digi-Eggs when the crests are a little bit lacking in theme, and trying to create Digivolution lines for them. For example, if we look at the Crest of Knowledge, it's actually one of the more difficult ones, as themes like bugs and electricity stick out throughout. So instead, I look at things like the Armor Digi-Egg, which gives the element of earth, drilling, construction, and indeed the actual merit of the crest itself, like Izzy, who is very tech savvy. Some of you may have noticed that I'm also a bit of a savvy tech guy. Wait, what's this in my ear? Oh, it's today's sponsor, Raycon. Kabuterimon with the Crest of Courage. We've talked a lot about the traits of the Crest of Courage. It's a little bit hard to say. You could say that it adds metallic elements to Greymon, which it very much does, but also we have these fire and I guess technically earth elements, but mostly fire elements added or at least doubled down upon with things like War Greymon's Gaia Force, which as I say gets its power from the earth, but whatever. Thinking of Kabuterimon, there really weren't any fiery insect Digimon that
make him a dragonfly.
fit the bill. But something that is a little bit unique about Kabuterimon is its multiple limbs, which is when it became very clear to me that a great courage evolution for Kabuterimon could be Asuramon. It has the multiple arms, it has the fire. While yes, it lacks dinosaur elements or metallic elements, I just think this is such a nice fit and one that I hadn't thought of before. And it also
does have the connection because of the multiple limbs, like you said.
Sets us up perfectly for the Mega, a Digimon that Asuramon has digivolved into before, Volcanismon. Again, multiple arms, and it is the god of smithing and the forge, literally forged in fire, making metal weapons from fire. It is so great for the Crest of Courage and for Kabuterimon. Really don't have to say a ton more here. Over to the Crest of Friendship, we have the Garurumon family. When Garurumon first digivolves into Were-Garurumon,
now this line has some ice, wolf, and moon themes.
It becomes bipedal, a bit of a punky rocker, and then it gets metal traits as it becomes Metal Garurumon. The elements added, I would say, are ice. So when we look at the Digi-Egg of Friendship in 0-2, we do get electrical elements, which helps us out a little bit, even if we are adding electrical elements to the electrical Kabuterimon already. This proved a real challenge. Given that Were-Garurumon is kind of a little bit more darker as a werewolf in comparison to the regular Garurumon, I thought about dark bug-like Digimon, and instantly Clymon came to me. It's a virus type, it's a little bit more dark, and it has that electrical element coming from the Pulsemon side. I guess if we're adding electricity from Kabuterimon into potentially the electricity side of the Digi-Egg of Friendship, less so the Crest, that could work, and obviously we have the multiple arms kept in the bug side of things. As for the Mega, well, this is where I thought about something a little bit different. Perhaps as we've used a Pulsemon evolution here, we could use another Pulsemon Mega that I don't use a ton, but might make sense, and that is Achillesmon. It is a possible evolution of Clymon on the Vital Bracelet, of course, and given that it is a Pulsemon evolution, it still has that electric element preserved, but it has a bit more of a lionish, animalistic.
Yeah, that thing is very heavy in the lion theme, and also is based around Greek mythology, with it, being based around Achilles.
Face, which while, okay, yes, Garurumon and its evolutions are not lions, they are wolves, but it's animalistic, it's mammalian, and I think that would be kind of fun, given that Achillesmon is supposed to be a Clymon evolution already. But yeah, you could also probably just use Shivamon here. It's got the electric element, it has multiple limbs, just like Clymon.
No, you already used it last time.
And Kabuterimon, it would work as an evolution line, and it's blue like Kabuterimon, and named the Crest of Friendship. Achillesmon, Shivamon, I kind of like both of them. Maybe we'll just go for a branch evolution here with Clymon in the middle. The Crest of Love, intrinsically tied to birds. But also there are elements of fire in Garudamon and Phoenixmon, although of course Birdramon already had fire elements. When we look at the Digi-Egg of Love in Zero 2, it basically just adds more wind and flying elements, more bird elements. And you know, I've been really tempted.
You could make him a love bug.
Here to use Chimeramon, given that Chimeramon has Kabuterimon's head and these big white wings, and then just going to Millenniumon, but that would be insane to use two really big villainous Digimon.
That would be way too insane. It goes from hero bug to monster villain to mega monster villain.
From the adventure continuity as Kabuterimon's Love Crest evolution. I don't see it happening, but it would be very funny just because that headpiece would be consistent and it would have the multiple arms. However, instead I looked at specifically winged insect Digimon, building on the wings that Kabuterimon already has. And yeah, Dino Beamon to Bancho Stingmon would work pretty well, though I think maybe that would be flying too close to the Ichijoji sun. You could instead, I guess, have Dino Beamon become Ancient Beatmon, much more reminiscent of the Kabuterimon family. In fact, my suspicion is that Ancient Beetlemon is supposed to be the ancient version of Kabuterimon, like how Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon are ancient versions of, well, Greymon and Garurumon. A really out there pick, though, that I think could also work would be Chaos Grimmon and Exo Grimmon.
What?
They have prominent big wings and are ostensibly insectoid Digimon from Digimon World Dawn and Dusk. Exo Grimmon even reminds me of a merging of Tyrant Kabuterimon and Ancient Beetlemon. It's not a perfect pick, but they do really have these prominent wings in their design, so I think it could be fun and a little bit out there. The Crest of Sincerity evolutions for the first time in many of these videos is an absolute no-brainer to me, as I'm going to have Kabuterimon with the Crest of Sincerity become Algomon Ultimate and Algomon Mega. Algomon Ultimate's Digimon reference book listing states that it is a Digimon generated
a bug
from a bug in a calculation algorithm. It's a bug in the system, baby. This evolution line is a play on the term bug, both an insect and a bug in the system, a computer virus. In addition to this, the elements of the Crest of Sincerity work because Algomon Ultimate and Algomon Mega were both put in the Jungle Troopers field in the old card game. In addition to this, we have seen them digivolve in various media from grass and woodland Digimon like Woodmon and Weedmon. You could even say that Kabuterimon's multiple arms turned into the tentacles of the Algomon family. I just think it works really nice. And there's one that I've been sat on for a couple of videos.
It's like a micro stretch, but I can still see that.
And well, it just makes a ton of sense to me. Kabuterimon with the Crest of Reliability, getting those aquatic elements from Zudomon and Vikemon and even Plesiomon. Yeah, it's going to become Gasokumon. I used this in the Ikakumon video, but someone pointed out it'd be perfect for Kabuterimon, and yeah, look at it. Gasokumon literally just looks like a aquatic version of Kabuterimon.
Yes, it's literally a water bug.
And shellfish, crustaceans are often referred to as the bugs of the sea, so even that works out in my opinion. As for the Mega, well, yeah, let's just use Regalicusmon. It's another crustacean, seafood-esque looking Digimon. It's a bug of the sea, and while it doesn't have multiple arms, I think it still looks like it could be a Kabuterimon evolution pretty easily. And an extra cherry on top, in its Digimon reference book listing, it is stated that its sword is made from the horn it tore from a Zudomon's head. It literally, admittedly by force, gets its power from the reliability evolution of Ikakumon Zudomon. Phenomenal. For the Crest of Hope, I did struggle, I will admit. Trying to combine the bug elements of Kabuterimon with the
bug with holy and light. Yeah, I have no idea what you could actually do for that con. I got
angelic and hopeful elements of the Crest of Hope. I took pause. Ultimately, I have settled on using Sagittarimon. It has 6 limbs and it is a Hope armor Digimon. Not that would really matter though, as we never saw it in the main adventure continuity. It is treated generally when we look at things like the Vital Bracelet as an ultimate level. Also not a champion, it's a little bit more strong. And I think if you look at it from a certain angle, you could see that its headpiece could be transliterated from the helmet of Kabuterimon. It's far from
No, that is a little bit of a stretch.
Perfect, but it does act as a kind of bridging gap to my Mega, which is Kentaurismon. My absolute favorite for a Pegasusmon Mega if Pegasusmon Digivolved, so that works for me connecting back to the Crest of Hope, and it is a holy Digimon with multiple limbs. So I do like this evolution line, Kabuterimon to Sagittariusmon and then Kentaurismon. It's not perfect though. Maybe instead of an armor Digimon, we could use a Deva Vajramon in between. It has multiple limbs, technically 2 arms and 4 legs, just like Sagittariumon, and perhaps perhaps would still work connecting Kabuterimon to Kentorismon. The armor's a little bit similar. It's a holy beast type Digimon. So yeah, either Sagittarimon or Vajramon, I would be happy there with Kentorismon in the end. And finally, the Crest of Light. Even tougher. We have themes of angels, big Falcor looking Digimon at the end. What do we do here? Well, a Digimon I have not used in any of these videos so far, I guess because it is kind of an Omnimon equivalent, but we're reaching the end, why not have fun, is Omedamon, the Digimon Medabots crossover Digimon, an Omnimon made of two bug robots, Metabee and Rokusho. Yes, it's a little bit crazy, but that would be the Mega I would use here because it is a Mega Digimon. It is made of bug Digimon, and it is referred to as a holy mechanical warrior. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty great.
No, that's actually not too bad, and I will even actually approve that. But there's now one thing missing. The middle.
Actually, I don't know, it's a bit of fun. It's not technically an Omnimon, it could be seen as an Omnimon variant, but you don't need the two constituent parts of Metabee and Rokusho to use this as a Digimon necessarily, and I do like that it's a wholly mechanical warrior. Moving backwards then, yeah, that's tough. Flipping Kabuterimon to Omedamon, my first thought was Atla Ballistamon. I've seen people use this as a bridging gap for other evolutions into Omedamon before, and I don't hate it at all. The other one I do quite like is Metalife Kuwagamon, as its headpiece is more reminiscent of the headpiece of Omedamon. But sadly, Metalife Kuwagamon is a virus Digimon. I just think that would work very well for this light evolution. But maybe we could make a vaccine variant called Light Kuwagamon. That would work for me. Alright, that is it. My picks for Crest evolutions for Kabuterimon. The Crest of Courage, Asuramon and Volcanusmon. The Crest of Friendship, Clymon and Achillesmon or Shivamon. The Crest of Love, Chaos Grimmon and Exogrimmon or Dino Beamon and Ancient Beatmon. The Crest of Sincerity, Algomon Ultimate and Algomon Mega. The Crest of Reliability, Gasokumon and Regalicusmon. The Crest of Hope, Sagittariusmon or Vajramon and Kentorismon. And the Crest of Light, Atla Ballistamon or our custom Light Kuwagamon into Omedamon.
Like that,
let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you to today's sponsor, Raycon. Make sure you go to buyraycon.com/KhanEX to support this channel and get yourself 25% off site-wide. Thank you to my sovereigns, ZDK14 and Ranma Greyfire.
Alright everyone, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Links to your videos will be in the description below, and I'll see y'all next time when we flick back on. Until then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.